This is a wild and majestic Earth, where every morning sunbeam signals a relentless battle for survival under the vast blue sky and the endless golden grasslands, where the secrets of life lie. Here, resilient herbivores face the most brutal challenges of nature. Welcome to the African savanna, a journey of survival for large herbivores. The African savanna is not only home to herbivore giants but also the stage for extraordinary survival stories. Here you will find species such as the African elephant, a creature that can weigh up to 6 tons, giraffes that stand over 5.5 meters tall, and giant herds of buffalo that sometimes number in the thousands. But impressive size is not all. They also possess amazingly intelligent survival strategies. African elephants, with their impressive memories, can remember every water source scattered across the vast arid land of the savanna. While zebras live in herds to increase their chances of survival against attacks by dangerous predators such as lions and cheetahs. However, their lives are not easy. The savanna experiences dry seasons that can last for months, making water and food extremely scarce. Furthermore, every step they take is always in the sights of formidable predators, creatures that have evolved to become masters of the art of ambush and attack. And now, we will explore more deeply the lives and amazing survival strategies of these giants in their journey to overcome the endless challenges of nature. Let's start the journey with the largest giant of the savanna, the African elephant. Weighing up to 6 tons. They are not only the largest land animals on the planet but also a symbol of intelligence and strength in Africa. Elephants began adapting to arid environments and expanding their habitats to grasslands and savannas about thousands of years ago. Modern African elephants diverged from their common ancestors and developed unique characteristics to suit their new environment. Male elephants can weigh between 5,000 and 6,000 kilograms, equivalent to the weight of 3 small cars. They can reach 3 to 4 meters in height, measured from the ground to the shoulder, making them giants that stand out on the vast savannas. This enormous size gives African elephants a huge advantage. Just seeing that massive silhouette, any bold predator will hesitate before attacking. One of the most recognizable features of the African elephant is its huge ears, which are uniquely shaped like a map of Africa. These ears not only play an important role in regulating body temperature, but are also a powerful means of communication and sometimes become a fearsome weapon against enemies in the harsh savanna. When temperatures can exceed 40 degrees Celsius, the elephant's large ears are an extremely effective natural cooling system. Each ear is covered with thousands of small blood vessels, where blood circulates to dissipate heat. When elephants flap their ears, cool air passes through these blood vessels, reducing their body temperature, helping them maintain health and endurance in the intense heat of the savanna. In particular, the ears of male elephants can be up to 2 meters long, creating an impressive sight when they flap their ears, a powerful movement that helps regulate body temperature quickly. Elephants' ears serve not only physiological functions, but also serve as an important means of communication with other members of their species. When they sense danger, elephants flap their ears vigorously to send a warning signal to the herd. By flapping their ears, they can also demonstrate dominance or intimidate predators in conflict situations. When faced with a herd, elephants can spread their ears, making them appear larger, creating an overwhelming impression on predators. In addition, their ears help elephants detect sounds and vibrations on the vast plains of the savanna. The sounds of the wind and the movements of other animals are constant, and elephants' sensitive ears allow them to detect subtle sounds, react quickly to potential threats, or locate water sources from kilometers away. The African elephant's enormous ears are not only a great air conditioning system, but also a powerful communication tool in the unforgiving heat of the savanna. However, when it comes to flexibility and precision, it's impossible not to mention their incredible trunk. The African elephant's trunk is a masterpiece of nature, both powerful and delicate, and plays an essential role in the survival of these giants. With a complex structure containing over 40,000 individual muscles, it is one of the most versatile and multifunctional parts of any animal on the planet. With its enormous size, an elephant's trunk is capable of lifting up to 350 kilograms, strong enough to break large branches or move obstacles. This is crucial in the wild environment of the savanna, where elephants need to find ways to access food and water in difficult locations. For example, when encountering a shallow lake, they use their trunks to dig deep into the ground to find precious underground pools of water to quench their thirst. But elephants' trunks are not only incredibly powerful, but also extremely sensitive. Equipped with sophisticated muscles and nerves, the trunks can perform extremely precise movements such as picking up the smallest leaf high up or holding small objects on the ground. This ability allows elephants to adapt easily to different situations, from eating leaves to drinking water. In addition to survival functions, the trunk is also a means of communication and emotional expression. Baby elephants often use their trunks to grab their mother's tail when moving with the herd, as a way to stay safe and connected. Adult elephants also touch their trunks to greet each other, show affection or express attachment to group members, similar to the way humans show closeness. Besides the flexible trunk, the elephant's hidden power lies in its giant tusks. An elephant's tusk is an unmistakable symbol of strength and adaptability in the harsh wild environment of the savanna. Not only is the tusk a defensive weapon, but it is also a versatile tool that helps elephants survive in a challenging environment. Both male and female elephants have tusks, but the tusks of male elephants are usually much larger and stronger. On average, an elephant's tusk can be up to 3 meters long and weigh more than 45 kilograms each, making it an impressive part of their body. A little-known fact is that an elephant's tusks are actually elongated incisors that continue to grow throughout their lives. One of the most important functions of the tusk is to help elephants find water during the harsh dry seasons. When the ground becomes hard and dry, elephants use their tusks to dig deep into the ground to find underground water sources hidden below the surface. This ability not only helps elephants survive, but also provides water for many other species that share the savanna ecosystem. Additionally, elephants' tusks are used to remove branches and bushes when they need to access food sources in areas with dense vegetation. Elephants can use their tusks to break off large branches, stripping the bark and removing the nutritious core. This allows them to consume large amounts of food needed to sustain their massive bodies. Elephants' tusks are also useful tools when they need to traverse rough terrain or face natural obstacles. They can use their tusks to knock down dense bushes, clear paths for herds, or access food in hard-to-reach areas. Elephant tusks are not only a survival tool, but also play an important role in social behavior and communication. Male elephants often use their tusks in battles for control and territorial disputes, demonstrating dominance and strength against opponents. Ivory can also be used to display power and intimidate enemies, making African elephants both feared and respected by other creatures of the savanna. The majestic tusks of African elephants are not only a symbol of strength and power, but can also be seen as a sacred mark from the hand of creation. Just as God gave humans the wisdom and courage to overcome hardships, elephant tusks are a divine gift, giving these giants the ability to defend themselves and find sustenance in a world full of adversity. With enormous strength, African elephants have the ability to reshape an entire forest with their footsteps. Each step of an elephant opens a new path in the forest, like a pioneer creating a path for other animals to follow. They can move large blocks of earth and break trees easily as if they were playing. However, surprisingly, despite their huge size, elephants have extremely light steps, making almost no noise when moving. The secret lies in the special structure of elephants' feet. They are equipped with a thick layer of padding that acts as a natural shock absorber, absorbing impact during movement. This not only helps elephants move silently but also protects their bones and joints from the pressure of their enormous body weight. Each elephant's foot has 5 toes with large nails, a masterpiece of nature. This structure helps distribute the weight of their massive bodies evenly and allows them to move easily across all types of terrain, from arid plains to wet swamps. Thanks to this, elephants can perform the impressive feat of walking lightly on soft sand without sinking, despite weighing several tons. Have you ever noticed the wrinkled skin of elephants? Many people think that these wrinkles are a sign of old age, just like in humans. But in fact, the story behind elephant skin is much more interesting. The skin of African elephants is about 2.5 centimeters thick. Although it looks thick, it is not enough to protect them from the harsh sunlight of the savanna. Therefore, through the process of evolution, elephants have developed many wrinkles on their skin. These wrinkles are not aesthetic but have a practical purpose: to retain water and mud, thereby creating a natural layer of insulation for the body. Elephants are like engineers who make their own sunscreen. They use their trunks to scoop mud from rivers and lakes and smear it all over their bodies. This mud not only protects them from the sun but also acts as a shield against thousands of pesky insects in the savanna. The wrinkles on elephants' skin are not a sign of aging but an invention of nature, helping these giants survive in harsh environments. During the rainy season, when grass grows lush and green, elephants mainly eat grass. It can be said that grass makes up 70% of their daily diet. But during the dry season, when grass becomes scarce and withered, elephants switch to eating leaves, bark, and even roots, parts of plants that many other species rarely use. An adult elephant can consume between 150 and 300 kilograms of vegetation per day, depending on age, size, and season of the year. Therefore, they need to spend 16 to 18 hours a day just foraging. While searching for food, elephants often drop leaves, break branches and sometimes knock down large trees. At first glance, this may seem destructive, but in fact, this activity is beneficial not only to the elephants themselves but also to the entire ecosystem. Elephants can clear overgrown forests by knocking down some trees with their tusks and trunks. With their light steps, they do not destroy the land or the forest, but instead create new paths. These paths become trails for many other animals, helping them move more easily through the dense forest. Furthermore, the gaps created by elephants allow sunlight to penetrate the canopy, stimulating the growth of new plants. In addition, elephants' long journeys to find food also contribute to seed dispersal. Elephants eat fruits from many different tree species, and as they travel, seeds are dispersed through their dung, helping to spread plant species throughout the savanna, contributing to the maintenance and regeneration of vegetation. Therefore, it is clear that elephants are not only large consumers but also play an important role in maintaining the balance and diversity of forest ecosystems. Without elephants, could other animals survive in the harsh conditions of the savanna? Elephants are not only the strong men of the animal kingdom, but also rare wise men, with intelligence that few can match. It is difficult to keep calm when discovering the secret behind the incredible intelligence of African elephants. With brains weighing up to 5 kilograms, elephants have remarkable memories. These giants can remember the exact location of water sources even after years of not visiting. Imagine how valuable this ability is in the harsh environment of the savanna, where resources change constantly with the seasons. But elephants don't just remember the good stuff, they also use their memories and experiences to avoid dangerous places, such as crocodile-infested rivers or areas where lions often lurk. What's even more fascinating is how older elephants lead their herds. They act like living maps, guiding the group through safe routes they've memorized. This greatly reduces the risk of being attacked. Elephants live in herds, but not in a simple way. Their social structure is complex and intelligent. Each herd has a queen, the oldest female elephant known as the matriarch. The matriarch is not only a guide in search of food or shelter, but also a teacher, imparting knowledge and experience to the younger members of the herd. It can be said that each elephant herd is a mobile school in the vast savanna. The female elephants in the herd are deeply attached to each other. This solidarity is not only an emotional connection but also an important factor for the survival of the group. But what is perhaps most touching to humans is the way elephants face death. When a member of the herd dies, the other elephants do not abandon it. They stand around the body, touch it with their trunks and sometimes try to help their comrade stand up. This action is like a show of grief and respect. In a natural world that is often considered cruel, where the strong prey on the weak, this loving and compassionate behavior makes elephants truly special. It can be said that the heart of an elephant is not only large in size but also in emotion and kindness. African elephants possess remarkable intelligence, allowing them to identify and assess threats with great sophistication. For example, they can distinguish between the roars of male and female lions, as well as recognize the potential danger from a pack of hyenas. This ability not only protects the herd, but also demonstrates the wisdom and sensitivity of elephants. When they feel threatened, elephants quickly move to a safer area or organize themselves into a defensive formation, creating a protective circle for their young. Using their impressive size and strength, they effectively ward off predators. The strong bond within the herd contributes to the survival of young elephants, especially in the first months of their lives when they are most vulnerable. Due to their enormous size, elephants have virtually no natural enemies. Even formidable predators such as lions and hyenas think twice before attacking an adult elephant. Lions are the most dangerous land predators of African elephants, but they rarely attack adult elephants because of their tremendous strength. Just one blow or charge from an elephant can seriously injure or even kill a predator. Therefore, lions often target young elephants or old, weak elephants, often at night when the elephant's vision is limited. However, when they feel threatened, elephants make extremely loud noises that can be heard from several kilometers away. These calls are not only to rally the herd and scare away predators, but also to warn other elephants in the distance. Don't think that elephant size makes them slow and vulnerable. In fact, they can run at speeds of up to 40 kilometers per hour, not only helping them escape danger but also counterattacking strongly when necessary. Despite being the largest land animal on the planet, African elephants still have to face cunning predators such as crocodiles. These patient predators often wait for their opportunity, attacking when elephants approach water to drink. They target the legs or trunks of baby elephants, the most vulnerable parts. Imagine the dramatic scene when a giant crocodile suddenly jumps out of the water, trying to attack a baby elephant. However, elephants are not easy prey to deal with. When crocodiles attack, adult elephants react quickly to protect the herd. They use their powerful natural weapons skillfully and effectively. With their huge tusks, elephants can smash the crocodile's head, stunning or even seriously injuring the attacker. The trunk, an incredibly versatile tool, is not only used for drinking and getting food, but also as a powerful weapon. It can pull a baby elephant out of harm's way or push a crocodile away. The confrontation between elephants and crocodiles is a testament to the brutality of nature, but also highlights the incredible intelligence and adaptability of African elephants. From dealing with land predators like lions and hyenas to facing underwater threats like crocodiles, elephants demonstrate why they are considered one of the most impressive and revered animals on the planet. With their immense strength, African elephants are not only a powerful symbol of nature but also a reflection of the miracle of God's divine design. The excellence of elephants seems to be perfectly programmed to become magnificent creatures, in harmony with everything around them. Their powerful yet balanced presence is a testament to God's infinite creativity and love in creating the world. In this vast wilderness, the African elephant dominates the land as a symbol of extraordinary strength and intelligence. But when we look up to the blue sky above the vast plains, we encounter a completely different image, an animal famous for its grace and elegance. Proudly reigning in the sky with its impressive height. It is the giraffe, a creature that, just by looking at it, conveys a sense of remarkable grace and flexibility. The unique contrast between the power of the elephant and the grace of the giraffe reveals the endless creativity of nature. With its long, proud neck, soft, patchy coat and graceful gait, the giraffe is one of the most impressive sights on the vast savanna. Standing 4.3 to 6 meters tall, the giraffe is not only the tallest mammal on the planet, but also a living symbol of evolutionary splendor. Their impressive height gives them a special advantage. They can easily access food sources that no other species can reach, which is extremely useful in the harsh environment of the savanna. Giraffes focus on the fresh leaves at the top of trees, while African elephants prefer grasses, barks, and bushes at lower altitudes. Thus, these two giants coexist peacefully, each taking advantage of their share of nature's feast. The image of a giraffe stretching its long neck among lush vegetation, gently picking leaves from the treetops, is truly a symbol of elegance and grace, making us feel the miracle of creation. The giraffe's long, slender and graceful neck, while also being extremely strong, is one of the most striking features of this species. The neck can reach up to 2.4 meters in length, accounting for about 50% of the total body length. Can you guess how many vertebrae there are in this neck? The answer may surprise you. Giraffes have 7 neck vertebrae, just like humans, but each one is up to 28 centimeters long, allowing them to easily reach the highest leaves without competition. If you think giraffes' long necks are only for grabbing food, you're underestimating this animal. Their impressive height gives them another big advantage: they can detect predator threats from afar. On the vast plains where lions and hyenas can lurk in the bushes, giraffes, with their large eyes on either side of their heads, have 360-degree vision. Combined with the height of their necks, this gives them panoramic vision, allowing them to detect danger from afar and prepare for any situation. Giraffes are always on the alert, even when eating or drinking water. However, they may feel more secure because there are few rivals capable of competing for the leaves up high. The reason is simple: few animals are tall enough to reach leaves as easily as giraffes. But don't think that giraffes rely solely on their long necks to eat leaves up high. In fact, their unique tongues are the key to enjoying this aerial feast. The giraffe's tongue, which is about 45 centimeters long and black or purple in color, is not only impressive but also extremely useful. The dark color helps protect the tongue from the harsh rays of the sun as they feed on leaves on trees up to 6 meters high. In addition to being long and flexible, giraffes' tongues are covered with a thick layer of mucus, which helps them avoid and protect themselves from the sharp thorns of acacia trees, one of their main food sources. But that's not all. The giraffe's flexible tongue can be skillfully curled to pick delicious leaves without being pricked. Furthermore, the giraffe's upper lip is extremely agile and sensitive, allowing them to grasp and pull leaves efficiently, ensuring a nutritious meal without much difficulty. When talking about giraffes, we often focus on their long necks and forget about their equally long and powerful legs. Under normal conditions, giraffes are quite slow and calm, like true gourmets, enjoying every meal. However, when they sense danger, these creatures show incredible agility. Instead of confronting danger, giraffes often choose to run away. With their 4 long and strong legs, they move quickly across open terrain such as savannas and grasslands. They can reach speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour over short distances, an impressive figure that is enough to leave most predators behind. Furthermore, when it is necessary to maintain a steady speed over a long distance, giraffes can maintain a speed of about 16 kilometers per hour, running continuously without showing signs of fatigue. When cornered, whether to protect their lives or their young, giraffes can turn into true warriors, using their hind legs as extremely effective defensive weapons. With a length of up to 1.8 meters, giraffes' hind legs are made up of powerful muscles and flexible joints. When necessary, they can launch extremely dangerous kicks, strong enough to break ribs or cause serious damage to the internal organs of predators. A study by Simons and Shippers showed that a giraffe's kick can generate a force equivalent to that of a horse, strong enough to knock down an attacker. However, this is the last resort that giraffes use when there is no other choice. They are gentle herbivores, preferring to live peacefully on the vast savanna. This shows that even the most gentle creatures can be fierce when it comes to protecting their most precious possessions. Giant giraffes face a unique challenge: how to get blood to the brain without causing damage. While it sounds simple, this requires an incredibly complex and sophisticated circulatory system. The giraffe's heart is an evolutionary marvel, weighing around 11 kilograms, generating twice the blood pressure of other mammals, enough to pump blood to the head despite its enormous height. But the story doesn't end there. When a giraffe lowers its head to drink, a system of valves in its arteries plays a crucial role, preventing the blood from flowing backward and protecting the brain from excessive pressure. It's truly a miracle of evolution, demonstrating God's special care for all creatures on Earth. Not only is the circulatory system impressive, the giraffe also has a unique mechanism for regulating body temperature. The yellow fur with large dark brown spots acts as a shield against the effects of the sun. Although the giraffe's fur is not as thick as many other species, its special structure helps to reflect some of the sunlight and reduce the amount of heat absorbed. This is especially important when giraffes have to stand for hours in the hot sun to reach the leaves on the treetops. Each giraffe has a pattern of spots on its fur that resembles a human fingerprint. These spots not only help camouflage it in the natural environment, but also play an important role in regulating body temperature. Under each spot on the fur, there is a complex network of blood vessels and sweat glands. The skin under these spots has a higher density of blood vessels than other parts of the body. These blood vessels act as conduits, carrying heat away from the body. As the ambient temperature increases, the blood in these vessels transfers heat from the inside to the skin, helping to cool the body. In addition, giraffes have the ability to adjust blood flow to different parts of the body depending on environmental conditions. In addition to their fur that helps regulate temperature, giraffes have an extremely intelligent diet, which helps them rarely get thirsty in the arid savanna. They spend most of their time searching for and enjoying fresh leaves on the treetops. Giraffes mainly eat leaves, especially acacia leaves, which are a rich source of protein and very nutritious. On average, an adult giraffe can consume 30 to 45 kilograms of leaves per day. What's more remarkable is that due to the high water content of leaves, giraffes rarely need to drink water. In fact, they can go for days without a drop of water, which helps them avoid having to lower their heads to water puddles, a position that makes them vulnerable to predators. The giraffe's stomach, similar to that of a cow, has 4 chambers, allowing for efficient digestion with around 30,000 chewing cycles during rumination. This structure helps giraffes maximize their nutrient absorption from leaves. During the dry season, when the African savanna becomes harsh and food sources are scarce, giraffes demonstrate impressive adaptability. They can walk up to 20 kilometers per day during the dry season, adjusting their eating habits to make use of what's left, such as dry leaves, bark, and even dry grass, all to ensure adequate nutrition during difficult times. Interestingly, acacia trees, a favorite of giraffes, play a key role in their survival through the seasons. The deep root systems of acacia trees allow them to access precious groundwater even when the soil is dry and water is scarce. This allows these trees to maintain their green leaves, providing a steady supply of nutrients for giraffes during the dry months. The harmonious interaction between plants and animals, where each plays a vital role for the other, is truly fascinating and demonstrates the wonder of symbiosis in nature. When they go out to forage during the dry season, giraffes do not travel alone, but rather in groups. Groups of giraffes travel together over large areas, not only to find valuable food and water, but also to protect each other from natural threats and predators. However, moving in groups is not only a survival strategy, but also a way for giraffes to maintain strong social relationships. They have many methods of communication, including sounds, physical signals, and mutual contact. This social interaction is important for maintaining group cohesion, helping giraffes coordinate their movements and unite, especially during times of scarcity. Although they are rarely heard, giraffes are capable of making a variety of sounds, including moans, low growls, and even infrasound. These infrasounds are particularly remarkable because they can travel long distances, allowing groups of giraffes to communicate with each other even when they are far apart. This is especially useful for warning each other of potential danger. In addition, giraffes use touch as a way to show their group bonding. For example, they may lick each other's fur or rub their necks together, gestures that not only show affection but also strengthen social bonds between members. According to recent studies in 2015, infrasound is effectively used to communicate between groups of giraffes that are far apart. This method of communication allows them to warn each other of danger, ensuring that the herd is protected and ready to respond to any threat. This highlights the sophistication and complexity of giraffe interactions, showing that they are not just large creatures but also masters of the art of communication. Giraffes live in a unique and flexible social system known as fission fusion, where groups are not fixed and can change in size and composition over time. During a single day, giraffe groups can split and reunite multiple times, depending on factors such as food, water, and breeding conditions. A giraffe group typically consists of 3 to 20 individuals, mostly females and calves. These groups form a dynamic yet structured social system. Females often form maternal groups, where adult females and calves create a stable social network, protecting each other from threats from natural predators such as lions and hyenas. When threatened, giraffes show impressive cooperation. They form a circle with their young protected in the middle, forming a natural fortress against predators. This strategy is not only an effective defense, but also a testament to the strong solidarity and maternal instincts within the group. Female groups are often close to food and water sources, ensuring good nutrition for reproduction and care of the young. Backel's research shows that females spend about 70% of their daily time near or interacting with other group members. This helps maintain strong relationships and protect the young during important stages of development. Meanwhile, adult male giraffes are often more independent. They live alone or form small, unstable groups, called bachelor groups. Relationships between males are often competitive, especially during mating season. At this time, males engage in neck fights to establish hierarchy and gain mating rights. These fights can last from a few minutes to several hours and sometimes result in serious injuries. The reward for the winning male is the opportunity to mate with many females, ensuring the transmission of the strongest genes and strengthening the species. This is how nature selects the fittest individuals, ensuring the survival and development of the species in the wild. The mating behavior of giraffes begins with a special action called flamen. The male smells and tastes the female's urine to determine whether she is ready to mate. Although it may seem strange, this behavior allows the male to accurately assess the female's fertility. When she is ready, the male patiently courts her with great determination. Although there is no fixed mating season, the process is usually more intense during the rainy months, when food is abundant, ensuring the baby has the best chance of survival and development. Giraffes have a gestation period of about 15 months, shorter than elephants but longer than most other mammals. Like elephants, giraffes usually give birth to only one calf at a time. This is a careful reproductive strategy to ensure that the calf receives optimal care, increasing its chances of survival. As the time of birth approaches, the female usually leaves the group, finding a quiet and safe place to give birth. Interestingly, the mother giraffe gives birth standing up, causing the calf to fall from a height of about 2 meters to the ground. Although it may seem dangerous, this fall is important, stimulating the calf's breathing and body functions, allowing it to start life strong and full of life. Even more amazing, immediately after birth, the calf can stand up and start nursing within a few hours. However, to survive in the harsh environment of the wild, protection from the mother and the group is absolutely necessary. The first days of life are extremely fragile, and the calf depends on the mother as well as support from the group members to overcome natural dangers and avoid predators. At birth, giraffe calves are around 1.8 meters tall and weigh between 50 and 70 kilograms, an impressive start compared to many other species. However, this size is not enough to protect them from predators, as they are still very vulnerable. Therefore, the calves usually lie close to the ground, while their mothers stand guard nearby to protect them. On the savanna, groups of 10 to 15 giraffe calves are often seen, supervised and protected by adult females. These groups are known as nursery groups. This strategy allows the calves to learn social skills and be protected while their mothers forage, reducing the risk of being attacked by predators such as lions and hyenas. Despite the careful protection of their mothers and herds, the mortality rate of giraffe calves in their first year of life is around 50%, mainly due to predators. However, without the cohesion and support of the group, this number would be much higher. Not only do nursery groups increase the chances of survival for their young, they also reflect a strong sense of community, where each member contributes to the safety and development of the next generation. With their impressive height and characteristically long necks, giraffes are truly divine masterpieces, representing the greatness of African nature. Watching them move gracefully across the savanna, reaching up to pick the tallest leaves, almost reaching the blue sky, gives a sense of a wonderful connection between earth and sky. But when we lower our gaze, leaving the majestic landscape above to focus on the ground where the cool water flows, a different world appears before us. It is a mysterious and powerful world, where the underwater giants, African hippos, reign supreme. With its massive body and unparalleled strength, the hippopotamus appears as the master of the waters, dominating the rivers and lakes on the savanna. While giraffes proudly walk on land, graceful as dancers in nature, hippos, the water guardians, show their power with calm and hidden force under the calm surface of the water. Hippos, creatures that look heavy but are surprisingly agile in the water, are among Africa's most dangerous animals. The combination of slow appearance and extraordinary strength creates a fascinating story of survival on this challenging continent. At first glance, hippos may appear to be lazy giants, leisurely strolling along the riverbank. But don't let their appearance fool you. In the water, hippos transform into true athletes, moving with agility and power, equipped with huge muscles and powerful teeth. They can become extremely dangerous when they feel threatened or defending their territory. Although usually calm, when faced with danger, hippos can attack suddenly and fiercely. It is this contrast between their slow appearance and their hidden strength that makes hippos one of the most feared creatures on the African continent. African hippos are a living and breathing symbol of the wild. They are the third largest land mammal, behind only elephants and white rhinos. Adult male hippos can weigh up to 3 tons, equivalent to 2 medium-sized cars. Even female hippos, although slightly lighter, weigh between 1,300 and 1,500 kilograms. This enormous size and weight not only reflects their extraordinary strength, but is also an important factor in helping them defend themselves and maintain dominance in their territory. But don't let their large and heavy appearance fool you. Behind their thick skin and heavy body is a creature with amazing and delicate evolutionary features. The hippo's skin, which is gray or light brown in color, is an extremely thick and durable natural armor, with a layer of subcutaneous fat that can be up to 5 centimeters thick. This thick skin acts as a sort of armor, protecting the hippo from bites from other animals. But perhaps the most interesting thing about hippo skin is how it has adapted to Africa's harsh environment. Hippos do not have the usual sweat glands that many other species have. Instead, they secrete a pinkish-red mucus, often referred to as blood sweat. Despite its frightening name, this substance is actually an extremely effective natural sunscreen. It helps protect the hippo's skin from the harmful UV rays of the harsh African sun, and also has antibacterial properties, preventing infections from minor wounds that can occur in the wild. Thanks to their enormous size, armor-like skin, and unique semi-aquatic lifestyle, African hippos generally do not have many natural predators. However, there are two natural predators that can threaten hippos, especially calves or older individuals: lions and Nile crocodiles. Although lions rarely attack adult hippos, this can happen when lions are extremely hungry, hunting in groups, or when a hippo is injured and unable to defend itself effectively. When faced with danger from lions, hippos are not easy prey. They react violently, using the incredible strength of their jaws and long tusks to attack their enemies. With a bite force that can reach 8,100 N, strong enough to cause fatal injuries to lions, hippos become fearsome opponents. The 50 centimeters long and extremely sharp tusks are not only a powerful defense tool but also a deadly weapon, capable of destroying anyone who dares to challenge them. In addition to the strength of their jaws and tusks, hippos can also use their heavy body to crush or throw off lions, combined with a powerful roar to scare away or frighten a lone lion, forcing it to flee. This ability has helped hippos maintain their position in the unforgiving natural world. The Nile crocodile, although a formidable predator, often targets young hippos or weaker individuals. However, even when attacking an adult hippo, crocodiles face the risk of a powerful counterattack. Hippos can move quickly underwater with the same agility as crocodiles. They can open their mouths up to 150 degrees and deliver extremely devastating bites, easily causing serious injuries to any part of their body within reach, including the crocodile's head. Interestingly, in many cases, crocodiles and hippos often avoid direct confrontation, as both recognize the power and danger that the other represents. In addition, hippos' incisors and canines grow continuously throughout their lives, always sharp and ready for combat or self-defense. This puts hippos in an advantageous position when faced with a threat, cementing their position as one of Africa's most powerful and feared creatures. The familiar image of a hippo is usually just the ears, eyes, and nostrils protruding above the water, creating a sight that is both mysterious and majestic. These parts are located high on the head, allowing the hippo to be almost completely submerged while still observing its surroundings and breathing easily. The main purpose of this structure is to help the hippo maintain a stable body temperature in the hot tropical climate. When the harsh sunlight shines down on the African savanna, the hippo can submerge itself in the cool water, exposing just enough of its head to breathe and observe its surroundings. This not only helps cool the body but also protects it from threats while underwater. This structure also allows the hippo to stay underwater for long periods of time without fully surfacing. They can be almost invisible below the surface, exposing only their eyes and small nostrils to observe the environment, always alert to any movement. Not only is this an effective survival strategy, it is also a testament to the intelligence and amazing adaptability of these giants. Although they are semi-aquatic and spend most of their time submerged in water, hippos do not swim in the usual way. Instead of swimming by waving their tails and legs like many other species, hippos move underwater by walking on the bottom of rivers or lakes, propelling themselves forward with the power of their powerful legs. It is truly a fascinating sight to see these giants glide smoothly through the water as if they are walking on the bottom of a lake. A notable feature of hippos is their ability to hold their breath underwater for about 5 minutes, allowing them to move without having to surface to breathe too often. This allows hippos to move quickly underwater, avoid predators, and stay cool in the intense heat of the African savanna. The ability to move quickly and flexibly in water is a major advantage for hippos, not only helping them escape dangerous predators but also an effective strategy to avoid overheating when the ambient temperature rises. The existence of hippos is full of contradictions, and perhaps that is part of God's plan when creating this special species. Although they like to stay in the water and always live near water sources, hippos strangely do not eat aquatic plants. Instead, they leave rivers and lakes and move onto land at dusk to forage until dawn. This is how they adapt to the tropical climate of Africa, avoiding the intense heat of the day and reducing the risk of dehydration. This feeding strategy also shows the wisdom of hippos, helping to minimize unnecessary conflicts with large predators such as lions and Nile crocodiles, which are often more active during the day or at dawn and dusk. It is admirable to see the extremely intelligent survival strategy of hippos. They often travel from a few hundred meters to 10 kilometers to find grass. Their feeding routes are often marked by distinct trails, created over many years of movement. However, when hippos leave the water and travel far to find food, they face the risk of being attacked by lions. It is in these moments that, despite their enormous size, hippos reveal another amazing aspect: their amazing agility on land. Hippos can run at speeds of up to 30 kilometers per hour over short distances, an impressive figure for such a heavy creature. This speed is enough to chase and attack an enemy before it has time to react. An adult hippo can consume 35 to 40 kilograms of grass per day, which is only about 1.5 to 2.5% of its body weight, lower than many other large species. This is largely due to their slow metabolism, which allows hippos to store energy throughout the day without having to eat continuously. This allows them to survive well even when food is scarce, especially during the dry months. Hippos typically eat low-lying grasses, and their tooth structure is not well suited for chewing thoroughly. Instead, they swallow large chunks of vegetation without chewing them completely. The grass is then digested in the hippo's multi-chambered stomach, which is similar to the digestive system of ruminants. This digestive system allows hippos to extract the maximum amount of nutrients from their high-fiber diet, which is essential for maintaining health and energy. The contradictions in the life of hippos: they like water but eat on land, they are heavy but travel far to find food, are a testament to the complexity and of nature. Each characteristic, each action of hippos has a profound purpose, a survival strategy perfected over millions of years of evolution. Hippos live in groups with a clear and well-defined social structure. Each group usually consists of 10 to 30 individuals, but in favorable environmental conditions, such as when there is plenty of water and food, the number can increase to 200 individuals. This structure helps hippos organize and protect the group effectively, especially in caring for and protecting their young. In each group, there is a dominant male, considered the leader. Around him are many females and young. Non-dominant males often live at the edge of the group, sometimes forming separate subgroups, waiting for the opportunity to challenge the dominant male for dominance. This social organization not only protects the group from threats, but also ensures that only the strongest males retain dominance and reproduction. The dominant male is responsible for defending the territory, controlling the females, and ensuring the safety of the group. When an intruder, whether an outsider or a male of his own species, appears, the dominant male does not hesitate to attack to defend his position. These fights are often fierce, and only the strongest males retain leadership. The dominant position has many important benefits. Not only does it allow males to mate with females, but it also controls the water and resources in the territory, vital in Africa's challenging environment. Not only males, females in the group also actively participate in protecting the herd from large predators such as lions or crocodiles. When threatened, solidarity within the group becomes extremely important, increasing the chances of survival for each member, especially vulnerable calves. Male hippos are extremely protective of their territory, especially the water areas they control. With their aggressive nature, males have a prominent natural advantage, allowing them to maintain dominance and protect their territory from threats from other species, sometimes even humans. When another male invades the territory, the dominant male immediately attacks, which can cause serious injuries. These battles not only threaten the health but can also lead to the death of one or both opponents. These fierce battles clearly demonstrate the male hippo's determination to protect their territory. It is not just a battle of strength, but also a battle to maintain dominance, ensuring control of water, food, and access to females. In the unforgiving world of Africa, this ferocity and determination is key for the male hippo to maintain leadership of the group. Hippo mating is tightly controlled by the dominant male. Unlike many other animals on the African savanna, The hippo mating season usually occurs during the dry season, when water levels are low and hippos are more concentrated in the remaining lakes. This is when resources become more valuable, and the presence of the dominant male becomes more obvious and powerful in maintaining control. The dominant male chooses and mates with the females in the group. Interestingly, mating often takes place in water, where the female can find a relatively safe space and avoid interference from other males. Water not only reduces competition, but also provides a more favorable environment for the female during mating. During this period, the dominant male ensures that the female is protected from threats, including other males trying to enter or natural predators. This is part of the hippo's important reproductive strategy, ensuring that the female and her young receive the best protection from the strongest male in the group. The dominant male not only ensures the continuation of the species, but also asserts his position by protecting and controlling the group. After mating, the female hippo is pregnant for about 8 months. When it is time to give birth, the young are usually born in the water, a safe and familiar environment. From the first moments of life, young hippos need to learn how to swim, an essential skill for survival in a semi-aquatic environment. The mother hippo is extremely protective of her young, always keeping them close to the group and the water to minimize the risk of being attacked by predators such as lions or crocodiles. Water is not only a safe place but also a natural shield that helps the young avoid many dangers. Young are breastfed for about 18 months before transitioning to eating grass completely. During this time, the mother hippo is always by her baby's side, protecting and guiding it through every step of its life in the wild. The mother's protection not only increases the baby's chances of survival, but also helps it grow up healthy and confident to face future challenges. Protecting large herbivores on the savanna is an essential part of maintaining the balance of nature. Every step towards conserving these species is a big step towards ensuring that Africa's ecosystems continue to thrive and thrive. Nature constantly reminds us of the preciousness and fragility of ecosystems. It is this balance that underpins all life on Earth, and we, humans, are part of that natural symphony. Remember God's command in Genesis 1 verse 26, "Have dominion over the earth and over every living thing that moves on it." Let us move together towards a future where humans and all living things live together in peace as God has commanded. May this unwavering belief be deeply rooted in our hearts, a shield of protection and a motivation to act. God will always be with us, guiding us through every difficulty. The majestic steps of the elephant, the graceful gait of the giraffe, and the strong, unique existence of the hippopotamus on the African savanna are like melodious notes created by God. Each species plays an important role, not only as a living symbol of this continent but also as an indispensable link in maintaining the balance of the savanna ecosystem. The thriving of herbivores on the African savanna is a testament to the extraordinary adaptability of nature. We see there not only strength and endurance but also a valuable lesson in the delicate balance that nature creates. Each species has its own function, from controlling the growth of plants to nurturing different ecosystems through each harsh dry season. These large herbivores continue their journey of survival across the vast grasslands of the savanna. Their perseverance and strength are not only a story of survival, but also a living testament to how nature finds a way to sustain life in the harshest conditions. African elephants play a vital role in maintaining the structure of forests and savannas. With their ability to move and forage over large areas, elephants help to open up dense forests, creating roads, paths, and open spaces, thereby maintaining the balance of habitat for many other animals. However, because ivory is a hard and valuable material, especially in the processing industry, ivory poaching has caused elephant numbers to decline sharply over the past few decades. Since the end of 2023, illegal poaching is likely to increase again, especially in border areas where ivory is often smuggled into neighboring countries. In response, projects such as the Elephant Protection Initiative and Save the Elephants have been established to protect elephants by banning the ivory trade and raising public awareness of the importance of protecting the species. Thanks to ongoing conservation efforts, African elephant numbers are showing positive signs, especially in transnational conservation areas such as the Kavango-Zambezi, Kaza. The 2022 Kaza Elephant Survey estimates that approximately 227,900 elephants live in this area, which spans over 520,000 square kilometers in 5 countries. This is one of the largest and most important elephant conservation areas. These efforts go beyond protecting elephants to ensuring that the ecosystems in which they live remain diverse and rich. Elephants are not only symbols of strength and intelligence, but are also vital to the survival of many other species. By protecting elephants, we are also protecting ecosystems, helping to ensure that forests and savannas continue to be a rich home for species. The world's tallest animal, the giraffe, is also facing extinction due to habitat loss and hunting. These graceful creatures were once a symbol of peace on the African savanna, but now face major challenges to survival. To protect this precious species, projects such as the Giraffe Conservation Foundation and the Twiga Initiative have been launched. These projects not only focus on studying and monitoring giraffe populations, but also on re-establishing them in safe sanctuaries such as Malawi, where they can thrive without being threatened by humans or other factors. Importantly, these projects work closely with local communities to protect giraffe habitat, ensuring that savanna areas remain safe for them. Giraffe numbers have increased from 97,562 in 2015 to 111,733 in 2020, marking a 20% increase over the past 5 years. These efforts not only help maintain giraffe numbers, but also contribute to the stability and diversity of the savanna areas they inhabit. Giraffes not only beautify the savanna landscape, but also play an important role in the ecosystem, from controlling plant growth to providing food for other species. Hippos are a vital link in the freshwater ecosystem of the African savanna. By excreting manure into water bodies, hippos help maintain soil fertility, provide nutrients for aquatic plants, and support the growth of other animals. In addition, they reduce weeds, creating favorable conditions for other plants and animals to thrive. However, like African elephants, giraffes, and many others, hippos are now listed as vulnerable by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN. Threats such as climate change and habitat loss have led to a significant decline in hippo numbers in the wild. To promote the conservation of this species, projects such as the Eagle Hippo Sanctuary and WWF conservation initiatives have been implemented. These efforts focus on protecting the natural habitat of hippos while raising public awareness of the species' importance to the ecosystem. According to the latest 2023 census, the number of hippos living on the African savanna is estimated to be between 115,000 and 130,000, including populations in Southern Africa, East Africa, and West Africa. The African hippo population remains relatively stable, but we still need stronger conservation measures in the future. When we consider the efforts to conserve African elephants, giraffes, and hippos, it is clear that our responsibility goes beyond protecting the individual numbers of each species. It is also about maintaining the delicate balance in the terrestrial and aquatic ecosystems of the savanna. This action is a way to preserve the balance that God carefully created in nature. These creatures, in their wonder and complexity, are living symbols of creation and love. By protecting them, we become faithful guardians of life on this planet. Each individual saved is a symbol of our gratitude and respect for God, who has entrusted us with the task of caring for and protecting this world.